What's going on, my Sith friends? Darth Kimchi here. Today, I'm going to talk about my calling on YouTube. I thought of it last night. So I'm going to help anyone in Division 11 through Division 5 dominate going into Division 4 and higher. Because I already know exactly why I lose. I already know exactly why I win. I know what teams to face, how to make you better. So that's what's going to be about going forward, is helping people dominate in GAC. All right, let's get into it. So first, we're going to go to my roster. All right, so my arena rank, see how it says 1,000? I do that on purpose. At night, I put in a trash team and let my rank drop so I can use squad arena for GAC practice. You know, when you get into, highest rank I can get is like 100 with my gas and 501st, but I mean, all you're facing is gas, Jedi Knight Luke, GLs, like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to face teams that I'll see in Grand Arenas. That's why I let it drop. That's a good tip. At night, put in something trashy, your rank will drop down, and in the morning, throughout the day, you can practice different kind of squads, like Padme, General Kenobi, Yoda. You'll see teams you just don't see in the higher ranks. And in a fleet arena rank, I do the same thing. Try to complete the feats for GAC with the do not call a reinforcement. So let my rank drop as well. So let's get into inventory. All right. So while you look at my inventory, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about the Grand Arena, the last one that I went into. So I'm really disappointed because I should have done something, a video of where you could see the placings. If you pay attention to my channel, so the last two rounds, go back and watch them if you haven't. In the first round, I faced the highest relic squad I've ever faced. He had 46 relics to my 30. That's crazy. I didn't know the algorithm of picking your opponent worked like that. But the weird thing is, my GP is 3 million. His was 2.7. So I don't know how that was possible. What I think was, he was relicking tunes, but he was relicking like Relic 1, Relic 2. He didn't have many over Relic 3, so he had 46 relics. You know, there were a couple of them that were higher, but he had a lot of them. So the only reason why he won was because I could not come up with enough teams to beat him on defense. You know, his nest held me up. Now, of course, if I would have picked my opponent's battles better, I ran out of time. I only had like 50 minutes, so I had to rush. I probably would have won that. So he ended up winning the whole battle. I think it was Stravinsky Walker. He ended up winning the whole thing because he had the best well-balanced roster I have ever seen. So go back and watch that video. It was round one. He had, like I said, round two, excuse me. Round one was a guy who didn't even message me back. Round two, Stravinsky Walker. He was my only loss. Like I said, 46 relic tunes, the best well-balanced roster I've ever seen. Now, round three. I had some great examples. Wish I could have done video. So round three, we went against Zulu Ren. So Zulu Ren, he had the heaviest front half roster I have ever seen. That was round three. Go watch that show. I'm trying to help everyone grow to be better than me, to be number one all the time. If you follow the channel, if you subscribe, I'm going to teach you to be the best person in GAC. So while we're looking at Nest, we'll keep talking about that Zulu Ren. So he had, go watch my round three, the best front wall I've ever seen. Like, he had a fully relic Padme squad, Relic 8, GK, or I think it was Anakin. So he had some great squads. Very top heavy, like the most Relic 8s I've ever seen in Grand Arena, the most Relic 7s I've ever seen in Grand Arena, but his squad wasn't deep enough. So if you look, I couldn't even take a snap of it. You look back through the video, it shows he didn't even get through my front wall. It took him 3 battles and he couldn't take out Newt, and he didn't have nothing for the bottom. That's crazy. So how to be the best player? So of course, well-rounded, you have to have the most tunes. Do not relic. Don't go crazy with the relics. the more relics you have, higher relics, it makes it harder. So take it from that guy in round 2 with the 46 relics. Do relic 2, relic 3s. Try to get a well-balanced roster. Don't go so top-heavy. You won't win. You never do. So in Division 4, how I win is I have a pretty well-balanced roster, which we'll get into. So if you see, good idea I always recommend is favoriting your tunes that you're working on. I'm sure everyone does it, but it just makes it so much easier. So you could tell that Lando, Captain Han Solo, that I have not activated these tunes. So I'm at 3.076 galactic power. At 3.1, I believe, is where Division 3 starts. Now, of course, going up division is going to get harder. So I'm trying to control my GP. So that's another good tip for new players. I know everyone talks about, it doesn't matter, raise your GP. That doesn't make sense. Why? Why overinflate your roster? So if I was in Division 3 with a bunch of activated tunes I didn't even work on, I know it only counts the matchmaking of like the top tunes you use, but still going in Division 3, it would just be a little bit harder. So control your GP. Look at all the tunes that I have not activated. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 42 tunes. If I would have activated all these, I would definitely be in Division 3. So do not overinflate your roster. If you're not even using the character, don't activate them. Just get the shard. Like, look at Poe. I have 458 Poe shards, 374 Savage Opress. Like, I have 338 Jawas, 390 K2SO. I'll just, when that character becomes good, and when I get to them, I'll activate them, work on them. So that's what I highly recommend. All right, let's go back to the top. So make sure you also have squads. So let's take a look at this button down here, the squads. All right. So what I do is I try to have this is all my squads. So that way you kind of know who do you have, who you can use. I break it up, offense, defense. So put your teams into squads. That way you know exactly who's viable, who you're using. All right, then up top you see here I have it broken down on a 3v3 offense. What I tried this round, I always try to change it up. My offensive teams, with, you see your opponent and you have time. So I try to change these up for whoever I'm facing. So I'll either put Shock with Arc and in Rex, or I'll change these combinations up. Then have Jedi Knight Revan, have all your offensive teams ready to go. So that way you're getting in the battle, you're like, who do I pick? Who do I have? Make the teams. I have these three. Sometimes I'll sub in Moff Gideon. Have your teams. And then defense, of course, gotta have your defensive teams for the round. All right. Now we'll go over some things. You gotta have like a Ray Killer. I forgot to put a 5v5 squad in there. Gotta have your C. But of course, when you're coming up through the ranks, you won't see any of these GLs. I'm in Division 4, and I don't see any GLs. Barely any. So last round, there was a Sith Eternal, but I didn't face him. And I guess his roster wasn't well-rounded enough, so he lost. Even with Sith Eternal, he still lost. So there's my C Killer. In 3v3, I'm trying to work that up. SLKR, I have down easy. These two squads, crush him easily. So make sure you're trying to build up tunes like this. All right, then we have, got Conehead, Cam, squad for that. All right there, turn down for Watt. That's my Watt team right there. Territory battles is going on. I will put out a video on how to get that Watt shard. All right, so early GAC 3v3. So I'm going to do another show on this, so stay tuned for a show coming up. I'm going to do the best 3v3 squads for all divisions, what teams do very well. So you see right there, Sabine, Zeb, Kanan. I usually changed that up when I was coming up. Phoenix actually did get holds for me. I would save Ezra for Bastila and Old Ben, or you could do a double tank here. You could do Old Ben with Kanan. All right, we'll go back. We'll go back to that. Let's go back to my squads. All right, so let's take a look through my roster. So if you're coming up through the ranks, let's start paying attention to what tunes you should work on and what tunes you should not. You know, I'm sure by the time you get up to the Division 4, there might be some new tune coming out, you know, some new GLs coming out. So let's go through my roster. All right. So I highly recommend Moff Gideon if you're coming up. You know, he's a plug-and-play tune. He can do 100% turn meter down to all allies, control the situation. He's awesome. Now, of course, he does not work against Darth Revan. So Darth Revan, they're not affected by turn meter. Then you got Queel, Mandalorian. So if I can just tell you right now, please do not work on these tunes. Over Christmas, I got like $500 in Google Play gift cards. Oh my God, I was so happy. You know, the Mandalorian, Queel, IG-11, Cara Dune, Grief Karga. So I spent a lot of money on gear, getting these tunes up to 7 stars, and they are hot trash. Beskar. Oh my goodness. Now, of course, Bo-Katan came out. Maybe they'll change it up. Maybe another tune will come out. You know, I have a good feeling Tuskens are going to come up there. So don't work on them, guys. The problem that I'm losing in my GAC is I went that route instead of Darth Revan and Darth Malak. If I would have had those tunes right now, I would be #1 all the time. All the time. But I'm trying to do things differently. You know, everyone has Darth Revan. Everyone has Darth Malak. You got to go through the Old Republic route, so you always see Old Republic on D. I'm not trying to say they're not good on D, but when you get up to Division 4, they're easily taken out. So I wanted to come up through the ranks without Darth Revan and without Darth Malak. It's get a little harder, but I don't mind. So if I could recommend, if you're on a journey of should I choose Mandalorian or Darth Revan? Darth Revan. Just do it. You got to do it. Darth Revan, Darth Malak. If you want to be #1 in Division 4 when you're coming up, follow my roster, but also Darth Revan. Now, of course, you can also go with, you know, who makes you happy. We'll just breeze through my roster and then we'll go somewhere else. All right. So Rebel Officer Leia's hot trash. Just need these tunes for JKL. That's who I'm coming up. That's a GL to me. So he's gonna be my first, and I'm gonna go towards Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. All right. General Skywalker's amazing. I've got a video out there about how to mod him. High offense, high offense, high offense. All right, I said it 3 times. Commander Luke Skywalker. Rebels are becoming viable, especially with Chupio. If you're coming up through the ranks, work on a CLS squad. You heard it here. With Chupio. Start farming Chupio shards. They're amazing. Rebels are awesome. You know, they can also take out a Darth Revan. Mine aren't there yet, but they can. Darth Vader, he's amazing. So I had him modded for offense and potency, but now I have him for crit damage and crit chance. I think I have the highest crit chance Vader I've seen, 93.4. I know I can get it to 100% with some mod upgrades. I know I can get his speed higher as well. I'm just waiting to get Moff Gideon 7-star before I start upgrading these mods. And I'll do a mod video as well later. You gotta have Jedi Knight Revan. Everyone has them. Go ahead and get him Jedi Revan. 5s. So you look through here. These are the people that are viable, that are used in divisions 4 and above. All right, we'll do a little silent browse through until I see somebody that I think you should work on. Padme Amidala is an amazing leader. Geos, you gotta get the Geos, and if you don't have Geos, they're amazing. Spy hits like a tank, so did his ship. You can get a Watt Shard. Watt Tambor is the best plug-and-play tune. So get a Geo Brood Squad going. Darth Traya, you're going to get that through your raids. It took me a while to get her, and I took forever to work on when I should have. She's amazing. Darth Traya can counter Padme. We saw that in my last video easily. Fully relic Padme squad, and my trash Sith Triumphant took him out easy with preloaded turn meter. That's crazy. All right, like I said, get your rebels. Han, you get from the raid. Han's awesome. Look at Han. Oh yeah. He said, oh yeah, yeah. He said, oh no, no, yeah. Han's awesome. You got Chewbacca. You need Shock T. Get Shock T. Shock T and the Clones is an amazing squad. Everyone has them. They're a great squad. You need them to get Cam Conehead, so make sure you get them. All right, hold on a second. Let me get some coffee. I got some coffee with some Ewok cream. Creamy. Let's keep going. You need Jedi Knight Anakin. He's awesome. Rex, if you paid attention to the last video, man, the last 2 people that I faced have totally changed my whole life in GAC. So Rex, how I put a video about how his speed needs to be 313, what he needs to be at. Zulu Ren had the best Rex I've seen at a 319 speed. That's crazy. Outruns everything. All Darth Revans, everything, except for GLs. All right, keep going. Let's keep going. Darth Scion's awesome. Yes, get that Zeta. That Zeta right there. Telling you, he gets held by hatred so quickly. I have my Sith Triumphant modded for high crit avoidance. All right. Emperor Palpatine, I know. I'll slap myself that he's not relicked. R2-D2 in Division 4. I barely use him for 3. I just throw him with IG-11 to hopefully get a hold, and weirdly they do. I don't even use him in 3v3. You know, poor R2. Maybe he needs a rework. Him and C-3PO. Grief Karga is amazing. If you roll with those bounty hunters, he just assists and helps them so well. He's like the best support character for bounty hunters. He's made for bounty hunters. He is really cool. Buffs them. Makes them mass assists. Really cool character. Get him modded for high speed. You got the Mandalorian. Love the show. Mandalorian's awesome. With that disintegrate. Oh yeah, look at that. That's awesome. Alright, so many tunes I gotta work on. But keep going through my roster. Geospy, his ship hits like a tank. So does he. I mean, he gets like 150, 180,000 damage with that special. Alright, Basilisk Shan is amazing. I don't know why I haven't relicked her. But when you get Division 4, it's like relic for relic. You got to be really careful with your relics. Definitely now that I know well balanced, you don't have to go so high as relics. Basilisk Shan's amazing on defense. There you go. You got 3PO and Chewie. Chewie. That's awesome. The little noises they make and the mannerisms, that's pretty cool. Thrawn. Look at Thrawn. Give him a turnaround, Thrawn. He said, no. Let's go, Thrawn. Thrawn. Sound effects provided by Darth Kimchi. He is awesome. You've got to get the Phoenix Squad to get Thrawn. So yes, I highly recommend the Phoenix Squad. But don't gear them too crazy. You know, you don't want to raise that GP too high. Phoenix is like not even used. I don't even have them geared anymore. So I never use them, ever. Not even Ezra. I don't even have Ezra geared. Now, of course, you can. But on defense, they do not hold anymore. If anyone has Nest or a one-shot, that's an easy 54 banners. Easy. More because they one-shotted it. But in early GAC, you know, Division 11, Division 10, 9, you're going to get holds with Phoenix. So mod them very well. You know, mod them for survivability. And whatever they need, like potency, tenacity, high survivability, and they'll get holds. So let's take a look at Thrawn. He should be really fast. I think I have the fastest Thrawn in my shard. I don't see any Thrawns faster than mine at all. I did see one 323 speed. I think that was that's crazy. This whole last 3 rounds, I've seen the best tunes. So his Thrawn was 323 speed. I tried to reach out to him in in-game chat, and he denied me. How uncool is that? All right, let's keep going. So this is what's going to be viable. This is what you need. You tell us if I don't have a relic on them, they're not really needed that much in Division 4, so that's why they're not relicked. In Division 4, it's relic for relic. Be very careful on who you relic. Come on, if I even relic Basilisk Shan, that tells you something, and she needs to be relicked. I'm going to try to fill out one or more of these pieces and just try to make her better, but not relicked. All right. Basilisk Shan's amazing. Dooku. Dooku coming up. My Dooku is pretty devastating. At 280 speed at gear 12, he gets underestimated all the time. He is really quick. He stuns, puts invisibility on himself. He dances around. He gets crazy on defense. You can get caught up. My boy, that one kid, he got held up by a Dooku. And then you got a Saj, Magna Guard, IG. Don't do it. IG I can relic, but they're just hot trash right now. I'm leaving them alone. So keep going. You need the bears to get C-3PO. C-3PO is probably one of the best droids in the game. You got to get C-3PO. Instantly makes Rebels, Padme Squad, just amazing. Wicket's awesome. Old Ben is great on defense. You got Ahsoka who takes away buffs on her basic. That's cool. All right, let's go to, so going down from here is going to be tunes that are hot trash right now, that are not used, so don't focus on them too much. But let's see. But of course, you want to have fun. So whatever makes sense to you, whatever makes happy for you. Star Wars Galaxy Hero is all about fun at the end of the day. So whatever makes you happy. Night Sisters are great. All right, we'll keep going. Wat Tambor, my bad. Logray, sorry Logray. Wat Tambor is amazing. All right, Stormtrooper Han. So I'm browsing through here. If they're not relicked, they're not needed. So of course, tanks. You need tanks. He's amazing. Get some good tanks like L3, Shore Trooper. People who usually have these and put them on D do very well. L3 is a great tank. Best plug-and-play tank, I think, in the game. All right, you got the armor. She does very well, but of course, I'm free to play. All right, let's keep looking through here. Tunes that are not used. I wish I would gotten Night Sisters, and I wish I would have gone the Darth Revan route, but I haven't, so I'm sticking with it. Dump Truck, Dark Trooper. I'm telling you, Tuskens, they're gonna make a come up, especially with Mandalorian. I'm slow to get in the shards. He's the only one I don't have like 300 shards of. All right. So tunes I have not activated. Let's see. All right. So those are the tunes I have not activated used. Let's go back to the top. All right, how many times have we wasted? 22 minutes. All right, we can do about 3 more minutes. All right, so let's go back to. Let's go to the front screen and show y'all one more thing. I don't want this video too long, but I definitely want to help people out. That is my mission in YouTube content from now on, is to help people dominate when they get to Division 4 and higher. All right, let's go to objectives. So if you're new to the game, this is where you should be. Like when I first started, they did not have this. You had to wait for events. You couldn't even lock these tunes. This is truly awesome, the Journey Guide. I don't see too much about it. But you have the GLs, Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, Sith Eternal Emperor, Sith Lord Kylo Ren, and you got Rey. So these are your 4 GLs. So if you're in Division 11, Division 10, you're coming up, start your journey through these 4 tunes, please. It'll definitely help you. So by the time you get to Division 4 and you have one of these GLs, you are going to dominate if you pay attention to me. So who is your favorite player? I didn't really like that driver guy, so I just didn't get into Kylo Ren for some reason, or Rey. I'm old school. I like Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. I like Sith Eternal. So I'm on my way to get Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, and then Sith Eternal after that. And then hopefully something else comes up. I'm hoping for a Super GL Bob, Boba Fett. So let's take a look. Stay away from Beskar. Maybe, slowly. I feel like something's got to come up, with more Mandalorian seasons coming out. R2, like I said, is not even used. B2, you don't need First Order, you need Resistance. So, what do you like? Do you like Resistance? Do you like First Order? Are you old school with like Rebels? What's your flavor out there? You know, I love Star Wars, and I always like the old school. So gotta have that Grandmaster Yoda. I don't even have Jedi Training Rey, because I tell you, I just don't like Resistance. You know, that just wasn't my flavor growing up. So you see I got that Thrawn. Thrawn's amazing. And the cool thing is you can click on these tunes, and you can go to the activity and go to the event. Like, how cool is that? You couldn't do that back in the day. I didn't 3-star that. Maybe I'll come back and do that one day. Alright, let's go back. So you got, like, you know, you got Commander Luke Skywalker. That event was amazing. I remember Arnold first putting that video out. I think that's when I first started, like, you know, really liking Arnold. And he's the man. He's living the dream. C-3PO. That's my boy I'm getting next. Jedi Knight Luke. That's going to be awesome. You got Han. The Millennium Falcon. Oh my gosh. This thing right here, I tell you what. Has been the longest farm in my entire life. Like, I get like 1 shard every other day. Oh my god. It's when I 7-star this ship, I'm going to have a party. I'm going to do like a 10-hour long video stream with just a big old party going on. Alright. Darth Revan, Darth Malak. So if you're coming up through the ranks and you want to be number 1 in Division 4 and higher, you'll have to be squad per squad, tune for tune, well balanced though. Because everyone's going to have Darth Revan that's going to be number 1 all the time. You know, there's times where I do get number 1, number 2, but I don't have Darth Revan. You know, I don't care if I lose. I just take great pride in beating teams with Darth Revan. So if you're coming up, you got to get them. You got to be tune for tune. So farm your way towards them. All right, you got GK. You're gonna get from the raids. You know, we auto sim the raid now. So slowly but surely, he'll come to you. Padme is amazing. Everyone has Padme. She's great on offense. She's great on defense. You know, well, maybe not too good on defense if you have Darth Traya. My last round, my Darth Traya hot garbage squad took out the highest modded relic Padme squad I've seen. General Skywalker, he's my boy. He's my favorite tune. My strongest tune. Look at him. Do that turn. Look at him. What's up with your shorts in the back there, bro? Alright. He takes out, except for GLs, everything. There's nothing I can't beat with a high offense gas. Darth Revan's, you know, they're trash. Everything is beat, except for GLs. So definitely gas. His counters take out squads. Darth Traya is amazing. Droid, poopy. Get out of here. Cam Conehead, the hardest territory battle to do. My tunes are garbage. I will try to get a Cam Shard next. I'll just move some mods around to get to my Shak T and the squad. Wat Tambor, best plug and play tune since Rex in the early days. Comment below if you remember Rex. Oh, look at him doing that shaky. All right. Rebel Leia Officer, hot trash. All right. So I don't want to make this video too long. So like I said, my thing in YouTube content now, I know, is to make good people dominate in Division 4 and up. Follow me, and I guarantee I'll get you to number 1 all the time. Alright, well, it's time to go. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, hit that like button. Let's all sub and grow together. Until next time, Darth Kimchi, signing out.